On the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin tonight with new information on a deadly rollover crash near Moorhead we brought to you yesterday morning. Officials have now identified the 3 people involved. 52-year-old Timothy Harold of Fargo was killed as a result of injuries suffered during the crash. The driver, 49-year-old Robert Churchman of Kindred, and 30-year-old Crystal Mendoza of Fargo were taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. A service dog that was inside the vehicle was also treated for minor injuries. The accident happened around 7 a.m. near the intersection of 28th Avenue North and 34th Street near the Dilworth Aldi. We also have new information tonight on a woman who was found dead in a submerged vehicle in rural Towner County. Officials have identified her as 35-year-old Beverly Benson. Officials say the woman's vehicle was found in a coulee roughly 11 miles west of Cando, just off of 56th Avenue Northeast. She was reported missing around midnight. Before the morning she was found. We have seen a cloudy, wet weekend so far. Let's head on over to meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli for our no-wait weather to see what we can expect for the rest of this weekend. Justin?
And thank you, Katie. Good evening, everybody. Yes, periods of rain moving through once again as we stay cool. The good news is we're starting to see some sunshine, especially in our far western and northwestern counties right now, especially from Jamestown north toward the Canadian border. But still, some rain making its way through the Southern Valley into Lakes Country, where you see the yellows and reds. Some moderate to heavy intensity rain, especially just off to the south of Fergus Falls. And as you make your way between Bagley and Bemidji, some moderate to heavy rain stretching all the way up into the Roseau and War Road area. Here's what it looks like in terms of what we've received in terms of rainfall since Thursday morning. 1 to 2 inches of rain for the Devil's Lake Basin, Langdon, down south toward the Jamestown Valley City area, and south toward the Wahpeton Breckenridge area, and from Fargo south toward the South Dakota border. A lot of rain over the past 3 days or so. Temperatures for today staying cool into the lower 60s from the Red River into our Minnesota counties, where they're seeing the sunshine a little closer to 70 out toward Jamestown and Devil's Lake. So into the Fargo area, mainly cloudy skies with scattered showers as temperatures fall from the lower 60s into the upper 50s by around the midnight hour. As soon as we get rid of this rain, we've got a nice dry and warm week ahead with a lot of sunshine. We'll have that a little later on in the newscast.
All right. Thank you, Justin. A car crashed into a tree in South Fargo earlier this afternoon. It happened around noon at the intersection of 21st Avenue South and 15th Street South. A passenger told us his wife was making a turn when she hit the gas instead of the brakes. The car was totaled. Over 1,000 people have power again after an outage lasted more than 8 hours. The outage impacted Xcel Energy customers around the area of University Drive South and Main Avenue. A resident told us they heard a loud explosion around 5:30 this morning, and a pole holding the transformer had caught on fire. The Bemidji police are asking for your help looking for a missing 13-year-old boy. Police say Jonah Preston was last seen at 2nd Street Southeast and Stoner Avenue Southeast Friday night at 9:45. Police say they don't believe his disappearance is suspicious. Preston is 5'6", 190 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a dark blue t-shirt, blue jogging pants, white shoes with a red backpack. He has also several scars on the top of his left arm. If you have any information about him, you are urged to call the Bemidji Police Department at 218-333-9111. The official start of summer is here, and people are already headed out to the pools to cool off and have some fun. Before you go for a dip, Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero took a dive into health inspections for pools in our area and has what you need to know.
We reviewed hundreds of pool inspections in Fargo and West Fargo. The data monitored by FargoCast Public Health showed 2 pools in the last year were closed due to health violations. One was at the Super 8 Motel located near West Acres Mall. Inspectors found at least 7 violations, including no disinfectants at the hotel's spa or pool.
Low disinfectant is immediate closure. Water clarity, if we can't see the main drain, we're going to close it, because then if someone has a drowning incident and you can't see a body.
Chris Ullman of FargoCast Public Health says they don't hesitate in closing pools.
If there's any imminent safety risks, we're going to immediately close the pool down.
The other pool shut down was a Holiday Inn Express off of 40th Street South near 13th Avenue. Inspectors found that the chlorine was too low at the pool and hot tubs. One of the things that Fargo Cass Public Health mentioned in terms of the chlorine levels in city pools is that there has to be a balance. You need enough chlorine inside the pools in order to clean them, but you also don't want too much that it can be harmful to people. Too much chlorine can cause rashes and burns.
If you're really worried, you can get test strips of your own, and you can test the pool. Or you can always contact the health department. All of our inspections are open upon request. And
one tip the department has for parents this summer is to pay attention to where your kids are.
While your kids are at the pool, make sure you're being engaged. Watch your children. Look for things like missing drain covers.
You can never be too careful when your kids are swimming in the pool. In Fargo, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
Outdoor pools for the Fargo Park District are open until September 2nd. Most indoor pools are open year-round. It's a special day for a local auto shop today. Matz Automotive Service Center is celebrating their 10-year anniversary. The company says they're celebrating the only way they know how, and that's with a rock concert. The bands Unleashed, Slaughter, and headliner Warrant will be outside at their Fargo location off 13th Avenue South. The event is for people 21 and older with food and beverages.
Just moving into our 5th location next Friday. Everybody fixes cars, but our experience, the way we educate our customers, the way we're involved in the community, I think that really makes us a lot different.
Rain or shine, the service center says the concert will go on until 11 tonight. A generation ago, North Dakota's population was among the oldest in the country, as large numbers of young people were leaving the state in search of better paying jobs. Now that trend has been reversed. In fact, during this decade, North Dakota is the only state that actually got younger. John Salling has more.
The 2020 census is on the way when agents will be walking up to the door. While we're getting ready for that, the department has let us know that North Dakota is the only state in the union getting younger.
Daniel Jones with the U.S. Census Bureau.
Well, there's a number of causes that drove it. By far, the largest one is immigration, specifically in the age range 18 to 34 years of age. We now have the highest percentage of any state of individuals in that age range.
The nation had an average age increase of 1 year, while the state had a decrease of almost 2 years.
But it doesn't really surprise me. We have an awesome economy. It's a great place to raise a family. Being raised in North Dakota, it was just kind of a wonderful experience. Everyone is so friendly.
The economy will grow, and it's a great place to live. The weather can be tough. So I think the younger people could adapt better to that.
Do you have a few moments to answer some questions?
Since 2000, North Dakota has gone from the 15th oldest state to the 4th youngest.
It also shows North Dakota is younger than each of its neighboring states, with Minnesota at 38.1, Montana at 39.9, and South Dakota at 37.1 years of age. Later on Valley News Live at 6, the president has called off mass deportation raids. Find out why just ahead.